Hello, YouTube world. It's your boy John Lee checking in with Firm&Co. Please like, share, and subscribe to my content. Today we're going to talk about celebrities and their kids and why they grow up to want to be gangsters. You would think growing up and your father's a celebrity, your mother's a celebrity. All you got to do is go to school and just make them happy. Live a privileged life, but instead they want to be caught up in murders and shooting dice and smoking weed and everything to really disgrace their name. Privilege. RIP to take off. We're going to start with Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. This is the second body within a couple months that this young man is getting caught up in. Really ruining his father's legacy. Rap a lot. I always admired Jay Prince. He was always known as a stand-up guy, from the outside looking in. Never really met him personally. But when he talked, he calm, cool, collective. Type of man that you would be privileged to be around. But yet his son is caught up in murders and all type of gang activity when he really don't have to. He was born rich. It's very sad. Salute the takeoff. T.I.'s son getting locked up. He grew up privileged as well. You would think with T.I.'s son, only thing he would have to do is just relax. He grew up on TV. Both his parents were celebrities, are still celebrities, very famous. But yet the young man on IG, on YouTube, smoking weed, getting in trouble, going to jail, coming there grown men. Mr. Charleston White, I do like Mr. Charleston White. Some of the things I think he take too far, be disrespectful, but his message, he do have a message behind what he say. And instead of T.I. checking his son, he gets right on TV and he gets on YouTube going after the man when you should be checking your son. You should be checking your child. And this is why they act the way that they act. Disgraceful. Boosie and his son. They want to grow up rappers and want to be just like their dads and live their life when they don't have to. They did all of that so you guys could just grow up and be doctors and lawyers and maybe even entertain yourself, but you don't have to be gangsters. You're smoking weed. You're doing everything to really disgrace and ruin y'all parents' legacy. It's a shame. Lil Boosie and his son just the same. He run around with T.I.'s son, smoking weed. They came in Mr. Charleston White too. Oh, you old. Very disrespectful. Disrespecting your elders. But when you go on Boosie's page, you see I'm trying to raise them guys to be right. Now, granny did say, buy his son, or give, pay for women to, have sex with his son and little stuff like that. Very ignorant, very childish and immature stuff that he had. But for the most part, you hear him say, hey, once you come home, man, you hurt my feelings and you don't come home, man, I love you, man. Something that I wish that my father was there doing for me. I think that them guys Boosie may not have had a father in his life. I don't know. I don't want to go that far with it. I want to stick on the topic of his son and how privileged he is and how he disgracing his father's name as well. Smoking weed, you give your son, you give your kids everything, and they turn around and ruin it. It's a shame to see black men and their kids go through that. 50 Cent and Marquise. Very sad situation. This young man get on YouTube and get on IG and Facebook and start talking about how $6,700 was not enough in child support. As a grown man. Granted, he was getting that money when he was in child, but $6,700 a month? You that privileged that you can't see the $6,700 a month extra It's plenty to live off of. You can tell that came from his mom. But you have to look at him too as a man. He's 20-something years old now. You would think he would sit back like, man, you know what, my father did, he did do a lot for me. He did this, and then I would like to work on our relationship. Instead, now, even now to this day, he can look back and say that's not enough. Knowing he may have a job now or going through what he's going through now as a man, he could still sit back and be like, well, nah, that wasn't enough. That was this, that was that. Very privileged. Had everything he wanted, probably growing up as a child, and having a celebrity father. Total disgrace in his name. Total disgrace in his inheritance. Very sad situation. And I know he probably sat back and think of his mom now, like, man, you know what, Mom, you was wrong for that. Nicky Van Axel with his son. Nicky Van Axel's son's locked up for murder. Nicky Van Axel come from the city I'm from, Cincinnati, Ohio. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. Great basketball player to go on to the NBA. You would think, what in the world could his son ever could get caught up in, to be caught up in a murder, to be going to jail for life, ruining his name, his last name, and his inheritance, and their total disgrace in the Van Axel name. It's very sad with these kids, growing up privileged. Only thing you have to do is go to school or, just live off your father's money, but instead murder? A fucking murder. As a celebrity kid child, And I know as white kids, parents, celebrities, and you get in trouble too, but I want to talk about us. I want to focus on us and what we could do different to raise our kids for them to be different. I don't want to have a lot of money and have my kids, want to be gangsters and prostitutes and do all this for attention when they don't really have to. If it's anything out of this content that I want you guys to take on from this, out of all the celebrities, this is the absolute worst situation you could be in. And I will hope if anyone watching this, or the people that does watch this, that have any idea to get in contact with any of them celebrities, that they talk with their kids. And let them see the road that they're heading down. Very sad. Once again, it's your boy John Lee, checking in with Firm&Co. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Fly Intelligent Real Men, Fly Intelligent Real Misses. Check out our merch. We want to bring everybody together. It's all love. Salute. One.